Waning fan here, but not when he's on Mercy. You know what? Heard. Fair. We got Power Clappers taking up Potofeu here today. We're in lower bracket round 2. This is our first time getting Power Clappers on this season. You know, I want to try and make sure we get at least all of our top 16 teams on once. At least once in the season. Quick look at your standings. Potofeu coming in 9-7. Started off the season really good. But hadn't, once they started facing some of the tougher opponents in the league here in the top 5, kind of dropped off a little bit. I mean, like out of the gate, started off 7-0. And then the last half of the season, you go 2-7. You know, once you start running in some of the more difficult opponents. And that includes a forfeit win over EMEA. So it was very much a tale of two halves here for for Potofeu. Power Clappers, second season in the league, or your first place team out of advanced. One of your graduating class coming up this season. So made their debut here in expert division. They went a perfect 8-8. You know what? Not bad for a debut into expert. What's our most notable win, you think, friends? Win over Moss. Win over Moss is a good win. Win over Moss is a good win. Kevin, I appreciate the follow as well. Oh, hey, looks like we're about ready to get into this thing. All right, thank you, copyright-free music. We're gonna kick things off on Nepal now that we've hit playoffs. Power Clappers is full of stars. Their agendas are full AF. Gotta believe it. Gotta believe it. I know I'm a Baxter fan.
Ready for battle.
Show me some Overwatch. All right, here, let's get y'all some Preds. We're just about to get into map 1. Perfect timing for some Preds. Boom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Oh, hey, I didn't get the bans are not correct yet. We didn't get that second ban here. Y'all enjoy some Cynics Pop while I get those bans in. It was a Genji ban from Potofeu and a Ramatra ban from Power Clappers. There's a Genji, show me the Ramatra, there's the Ramatra. Oh, now we're ready. Well, unfortunately, Cynics died while we were watching their POV, and Wargo Badu is able to find Wanon as well. Control over Elephant is going to lead to first cap here for Potofeu. Nice little diving assassination there to show for the cleanup. Wargo Badu in the Echo is an interesting choice. We haven't seen a whole lot of Echo as of late. You know, perhaps anticipating the Pharah are always very strong on Nepal. Could also mean, we've also just seen, you know, the times we've had Potofeu on, Wargo Badu does enjoy the flyers. On the other side, even this jump comp. Gotta keep an eye on Baxter here in this venture. The venture with such high burst damage and great mobility and escape. Very good at getting in on, you know, perhaps a unsuspecting Sojourn in the backline. As a matter of fact, she'll take a lot of damage. Cynics is going to come with that kill here on Elephant's side. Alpha goes down. We're going to get a great recap here. Power Clappers immediately swing back the momentum and put up their own flawless fight. No casualties for the Clappers on that one. D-Man Johns as well as NR Strumming. Thank you for the follows. Or NRS Tommy, perhaps. I appreciate y'all being here either way. We're going to be the first to engage here for this next fight. And I anticipate the duplicate could come out. I think we're going to drop out and use it on the Junker Queen. 2 tanks are better than 1, says Potofeu. Oh, there we go. Give me some first pop. Alpha, the true tank. Here for Potofeu, is able to find the opening pick, taking Cynics out of that fight. 99% towards the Rampage. I didn't even hear the Tectonic shock thrown yet. I don't know if it got canceled or if it just didn't get much, but keeping the Rampage off of that engagement, that was huge. Great early pick, good recognition from Alpha to stay persistent and focus down the JQ. But you do have this OC coming back in. Muon could get bolstered. Ooh, right overclock from the other side to actually show who hits the trigger on it first. Rampage in only ends up with Alpha being purple after the cleanse comes through. Cynics goes down. Luan never able to really find any targets. They try to come up through Elephant, and the rest of Potofeu just dipped out towards the to the shrine side. Fine, guys, thank you for the follow. Luna Knight, appreciate you being here as well. Alpha with downpour. Trying to hold Elephant side, 99% on the board for Potofeu. Baxter ate a volley of stickies, just trying to get the overtime started. Oh, that downpour could be huge. The Cleanse is able to save weight on in the back. Cynics gets caught after swapping over to this hazard. Try to meet Alpha in the middle. Oh, Alpha gets caught, overextends, pushed out too far by the boot from Bonky. Well done. Unfortunately for Power Clapper, Shoal's been able to find a pair. Kitsune Rush to close this out, and Potofeu will take our opening round. Dalkin, thank you for the follow, as well as Alice. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank y'all so much.
Score 1-0.
We got the Power Clappers fan club going on here, I'm guessing. Well, at least Death by Thunder coming in saying, let's go, Power Clappers.
You check out the new Antler album?
You've heard of them?
Oh, Shane, I appreciate you being here, my friend. Not much change out of Potofeu, but we're gonna get the Sigma here from Cynics and Power Clappers. Don't often see the Sigma very much anymore, particularly on Sanctum. I mean, I was initially just thinking on Control, but particularly on Sanctum. They force Alpha to the outside. They're able to grab the Mega off of that coastal little island. But here comes Cynics back in. We went playing the opposite angle, playing the safer angle on the side, trying to provide some crossfire towards that bridge. Baxter fights first blood after a big back and forth, vying for control of the bridge. It is Baxter who opens up with a kill onto the Lucio. Still doling out way in Potofeu's backline. I think stole their Mega away from him. Alpha's not going to get out of that one. Baxter able to come in, converge with alongside both supports and Cynics. Win first fight here for Power Clappers. Is the game audio loud? I feel like the game audio is super loud, sorry. There you go. That should be a little bit better. I mean, I want y'all to be able to hear things, but it shouldn't be, like, contrasting with my voice. Gotta get some separation in there. Which is exactly what this wall has done to Cynics, created a bit of separation. Considering Rush now trying to follow up on what they started, but Cynics has the Gravitic Flux to respond with. I don't think they hit a damn thing. They're just gonna continue to pour Hyperspheres through an Amp Matrix. 3 isolated on the outside. Cynics just float across the gap. I mean, Alpha? Yeah, Alpha did absolutely jump the gap. Potofeu kind of able to sneak the point out for free, but it will be short-lived. Oh, Disabled Skater lucky that Dynamite didn't get shot sooner. That would have been the end of Disabled Skater. They were so low. Bonky does have the 10% sound barrier lead here for Power Clapper, 16% on the board, and Cynics is already just shut down the attack. Losing Luan, or is it Luan? Losing Luan's not ideal. My initial instinct was Luan. We'll just stick with Luan. Sound barrier for both teams. Everybody but Luan getting some temporary shielding. Downpour's going to catch Baxter in a quick execution. Bonky able to hide and dance to the side. Whoa! Cynics gets booped across the gap. Bob will provide enough cover to bail out Power Clappers in this final fight. Who's left on point? It was just wait on and Bonky. Good corner check from Shoal. Now, Matrix is not the easiest one to set up for a retake, but, you know, from this corner position, could work Yumi with a very aggressive Kitsune Rush, but will get taken down with the Kitsune Rush, excuse me, with the Gravitic Flux thrown in from Cynics. Able to move back onto the point, completely negate that rush. And have now flipped it at 99. Alpha making a swap back over to a Doomfist, gets booped. Is it a 3v1 on the point? Not a whole lot of DPS players here, but Waydon's able to act as one, cutting out a Yumi from the equation. Baxter returns to help clean things off. We're headed to round 3. It'll be Village to decide who takes Nepal.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
The Cynic Sigma working like a charm. Though perhaps an unconventional pick there on Sanctum. Serves Power Clapper as well. They're sticking with it coming in here to Village. Alpha making a big change as well as Wargo Badu goes into the other flyer. But Milan finds first blood, takes down Shoal early, and Bonky's going to take down their counterpart as well. So, like everybody going after their opposite role. Whatever everyone call that. Their doppelganger on the other side. Ooh, Alpha? What? Alpha? Alpha gets picked all the way back here. That's unlucky. That's unlucky. Okay, so Alpha's moved in with the Winston, coming in through Kitchen to try to reclaim some high ground. A very quick ambush in from Cynics to control that. You do get the immortality field out early. The entirety of Power Clappers just kind of huddled up, and all of them with guns pointed at Alpha. The support's kept at bay here by Cynics, and it's going to be another fight win for the Power Clappers. We're going to be going over to an Echo as well. Look like previous fight, just judging by ultimate charge. But Alpha's going to... I think Alpha might struggle on the Winston. There's just no place to really stage on this map to at least get to that high ground. You're going to change the landscape here a little bit. You're hearing another sound in the background like we have a Sojpov while... Interesting. Honestly, the audio has been a little wonky since Season 15 launched. Like... where you just hear random audio clicks or half the audio will cut out. I've noticed a lot of audio glitches since Season 15 launched. You shouldn't, like, I don't have anything, you're not getting double sound from me. I think it's just an audio glitch in the game. It's like when you hear the, you'll hear the Ana, like, twirling the sleep dart gun from across the map. Like that kind of thing. That's the one that really indicated to me. I have Matrix as well as Sound Barrier tossed in here from Power Clappers to try to hold on to this. Last opportunity from Potofeu. They get the Kitsune Rush in. Beautiful kill from Ayumi. Para kills, as a matter of fact, from the Flex support role. Almost said Flex DPS. The way Ayumi's playing might as well be a DPS. Almost got 4 in that one. Great fight there from Ayumi. This is going to leave a summer advantage. Disabled Skater, I don't think had it online for that previous fight, but the trailing behind in that ult charge might serve as a bit of a serendipitous blessing here. They will have that big advantage, and they're just kind of trying to hold back. Potofeu not playing the aggressive high ground. Baxter's going to toss some molten core back their direction. Primal Rage out of Alpha. Leaps right into the middle of the lava. That got rid of a lot of that health. Soundbearer was, in fact, used through that as well. Good catch onto Luan. Alpha returns to the point to bubble up the squishies, and Wogglebadoo is going to fight, too, through that mess. So, the last opportunity to deliver. Potofeu will get this point back, but they got to hold it for, well, at least a couple fights. Didn't expect the junk point we saw there on Shrine. We also had Baxter come off the Torb, goes into the Echo to try to match Wogglebadoo. Luan onto a cast. Wogglebadoo's going to win that air fight right out of the gate. Backclappers trying to usurp Potofeu out of that back corner they've been hiding in to hold this point. Oh! And they give up a free cap trying to hunt down a kill off the objective. So, Power Clappers get that one under control for free. Just kind of force Potofeu's hand here. But Potofeu, well, they've got the hands to force. They're going to throw him down, clean this point off. They will get it back, but they weren't getting percentage through that. So you're going to have to hold for at least one more fight. Oh, yeah. We will have expert playoffs going until the 19th. So I'll have expert playoffs for you basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday for this week and next week. And next Friday will be the conclusion of it. Overclock from Shoal. Able to catch weight on is huge. The Soundbearer starting to fade here for Bonky. Potofeu able to get it to 99. Ooh, and they're able to clap back. There it is. They're going to win it out. They're going to take it all the way back. And Potofeu claim map 1. All right. First map goes the distance. It takes all 3 maps going to 99-99 there on that final map. We could definitely be in for a hell of a match here today, friends. Suravasa choice out of Power Clappers here for map 2. We are going to get a side swap. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in for you now. And Power Clappers will get first ban, as well as having map pick. Who do we think's going to have most damage? Who do we think's going to have most damage there in that first map? I feel like I'm leaning towards Shoal. I feel like I'm leaning towards Shoal had most damage in map 1. Echo is the ban there from Power Clappers. Look at some stats. What stands out? Were we right? We were right. Shoal has the most damage in the lobby. 35-5 there in map 1 with 14.2k damage. Just beating out Cynics on the Junker Queen / Sigma. Okay, they're not lingering getting into this lobby. Thank you, copyright free music. Was that Suravasa pick out of Power Clappers? We're hearing load in the background. Let's go ahead and check in on the other band. We said it was an Echo band from Power Clappers to stop. We're getting a Junker Queen band from Potofeu. All right, let's get into map 2. Put the camera somewhere decent. Ooh, we're actually going up main? Okay, we're getting Potofeu headed up towards the main entrance, while Pyroclappers are going to go ahead and take the stairwell side. Xenix goes back into the Sigma here with Baxter into the Torb once again. Perhaps anticipating the hazard out of Alpha this time, but Alpha and the rest of Potofeu are playing a lot more conservative, a lot more ground and pound. Shoal on the Cassidy tends to be a little bit more of a defensive style pick. And of course, the Ramatra very, very sustainable. Get in the face of Xenix on the Sigma here. With the Junker Queen banned out. It was a good brawl raid. I mean, just a good play out of the ban phase. But still, I mean, you know, you got to hit the shots, and that's what Baxter does. Alpha's got to put arms up, try to back away. Cover from the way it helps. Still not enough. Or from Shoal, rather, I meant. Team switch sides on me, alright? Team switch sides on me. We're down to 2v2 left on this point. Luan coming up with a big pick there. Kind of keeping Power Clappers in this fight. Alpha has managed to return and get first control for Potofeu, though. She's gonna run through, batter down, Sidex. Wait, I got so much done. I mean, has our first ult on in the server. We'll have a quick rush. Real fact is Waden's real face on his FACEIT profile. Oh, nice, shoot. That's fun to know. Kitsune rush upstairs side could be very good. I think would like to get up on the objective first. So see if they can buy some space to get Wayne in a position to maximize this ultimate. It's Baxter who's actually doing this base creation here. There's the kind of throwing Caddy Wampus, not quite totally on the objective. Could be good enough here. Cynics and one are going to melt down Alpha. Attention towards turns the cast. Oh, that rocked you out. Wrong will do. Yep, rocked. So always starting to get more Irish people playing Overwatch again. That's what I'm talking about, Ocean. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to with a great opener. Luan's been quite the menace here so far in this first flashpoint. She able to block the Deadeye, but Sidex barely saved. Barely saved by that sound barrier. I still don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, the heals were never quite able to catch up with the immense amount of damage coming through. So Potofeu now primed to take this opening sub map. Donkey just gonna go back, taxi the team. Whoop. What's that setup for more Globadoo? Welcome to Seth. They're just kind of hoping they were going to come through that straight. They never quite did. Cynics gets completely ghosted on the Corvetic Flux. Just nobody home. Annihilation to try to chase it down. Meanwhile, Cynics is hoping to cut down. Yumi will succeed. Bonky actually comes in to finish off not only that kill, but two others. 3 final blows for Bonky in that fight. Power Clappers with first cap. Oh, it'd be so nice. God, it'd make my life so much easier if the heroes were in proper role order. God, it'd make my life so much easier. God, I could actually get into like second nature of what button is what hero and not constantly having to process who's in what role. Wait a minute, Cynics is the F5 this time around. Okay, okay. Woo! This Hable just ate a rock to the face. The rest of the team was already resetting. Because they got to get back here quick. Basically half a second per percentage point on Flashpoint. It's 0.6. It's a little bit more than half a second, but not much. Good read from Bonky. Is able to scout out Warglibadoo. Potofeu certainly setting up for a recontest. Chihuahua to kind of go through the gauntlet to make it to the point. Does get the yellow bar started. Molten core thrown out from Baxter as I hit the wrong team. Show with it just for a little bit of zoning. Gonna loop back around, see to take this precious coastal side. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's cleaned up front, and Potofeu have flipped this point. Good read here from Power Clappers. They recognize his backside is open, just in the whole team out here to fortify. Put their backs up against the ocean. Kitsune rush out of Potofeu to try to come take it back. Alpha with the double speed punches, but just gonna get lifted up. Oh, did not get the block down for the slam down. Not quite sure what happened there. Slight mistake. Traps tried to greed an extra punch in the middle of that. That's kind of what it looked like. But ends up taking the full brunt of that gravitic flux. The first really good gravitic flux we've seen from Cynics all day, and it's enough to tie up Flashpoint here. Or they get ruins? They do get ruins. It's a good spawn here for our Power Clappers. Oh, I love that move. Great move from Alpha. Able to secure a kill actually with the Vortex, but forced Cynics back with that initial punch and then immediately turned the attention. You saw the dive tube come through with Warlabadoo, and the real target was in fact Luan. My baby. Baxter Torp reminds me of myself, small, fat, and burping. Oh no. That's small and round. But you kind of opened yourself up for that one, I'm not gonna lie. Good shield out of Alpha to block the rock. So next is, sub 200 health. They're able to get a little bit of overshield there from the kinetic grasp. Dropping back on to the point. Swift step out of AOB to get him out of harm's way. Flux will find Alpha. Down barrier there just in time. I don't know how long it's going to keep them up, though. Alpha just sits there back up against the wall. Booped up in the air. Bouncing on top of Baxter's head. Goomba stomps Baxter into the ground. All right, both remaining flashpoints are on the other end of the map. Palace is actually the preferred spawn. So once again, Power Clappers get a really good spawn from the flashpoint. Would have been an easy defender's advantage if we were going to Garden. For Potofeu. Good hunt down. What a rundown there for Power Clappers. Joel's just flat-footed, nowhere to go. Disabled Scanner will get caught, cut down from the sky. And despite that, well, I mean, I guess it was because of that great spawn choice. The very fortuitous pop-up of Palace here. Power Clappers are able to leverage that into an opening cap. Consideration to push inside the house. So far, Alpha able to put the hands up, and the rest of the team just trying to stay behind the tank. Does eat an accretion will take him out of the block in the end of the Nemesis form. Bit of a flank going on, though, as Warlabadoo kind of warped around to this outside. Find a little bit of the squishy underbelly. Now goes in against Baxter's Torb. Catches them without the overload. Immediately going to execute the Torb. Now moves in with the back of Sinex. Never stood a chance. It's Wargle to do up to the top high ground. Help clean that one off as well. Wargle to do all over the place in that fight. I didn't make fun of you. I just said you opened yourself up for that one. That's all. That's all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Preto. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. I was just saying you kind of left yourself wide open. Sound barrier is not going to help power clappers in this one. They just get ran over. Even though Disabled Skater didn't quite have theirs online yet, ends up not mattering. They just get stuck out in the open and melted down with the Kitsune Rush Annihilation combo. I do love that we got a little bit of a theme coming out here. With Potofeu and Alpha are both rocking what looks like Infernal skins. Beat Blade engaged. Quick 3-piece there for Wargle. Make it 4. Long distance pickup on the Sinex. This is going to give map 2 over to Potofeu. They will move up to match point. 1 map away from continuing their march through the lower bracket. Ocean says, Lunar, why haven't you won expert yet? We haven't played the finals yet. Yeah. Come on, get it together. Can't you speed up time, Lunar? Come on. Here, I thought you were like one of the best tanks around. You can't even manipulate time? What kind of tank player are you? Power Clappers will once again get a map pick here. They're taking us to Dorado, which is a bold choice. I'm guessing that they're going to ban out the Winston here against Alpha. Alpha's salivating at the chance to get to play Winston on Dorado, but I don't think it's going to be given that opportunity. I'm also going to go with Alpha had top damage in that map. That's going to be my guess, y'all. I'm guessing Alpha had top damage. That's my eye test. What's up, Wolf? Appreciate you being here. Potofeu will stay on the attack. It's an interesting choice moving into Dorado. You know, looks like Power Clappers want to kind of stay in this Sigma look. We are going to, in fact, get that Winston ban to nobody's surprise. All right, let's check the stats. Let's check those stats. Indeed, Alpha, just under 15K. I mean, well and above leading the rest of the lobby. Only one even close to Sinex. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. We had the Winston band coming in from Power Clappers. Oh, we're traveling to Dorado. There's a Torbjorn band there from Potofeu. Get that Torb out of there. So this means Hazard's gonna go. I mean, Alpha's gonna go back into the Hazard, I'm guessing. Oh, let's get into map 3 and find out. There's only one way. There's only one way to tell. The only way to learn is by learning. The only way to do a thing is to do it. It's time for map 3. Preto, we are, in fact, getting the Wayne and Anna.
Definitions.
Rocking a Toronto Defiant Anna skin here. Very popular combo with the Ash. The hat with the flower in it with the legendary weapon. We're going to try to hold that high ground. So next pulling out the Diva. Going into a Diva mirror. Okay, we're not getting the hazard. More traditional high ground control. Ooh, of course, I missed the jump shot. Ooh, Shul even has the mythic weapon. Look at that thing. I think it's badass. But is going to end up going over, what, to an Ash? Yeah, to an Ash to try to match Luan up here. Cynics with a brief stint down low, but has been forced off. Ooh, Baxter could be in a bit of trouble. Here comes the peel. Cynics recognizes that and moves in to save their Genji. So defense maintaining control of Red House. Once again, we're going to get Alpha trying to chase Baxter around here. I don't know if they've clocked Wargomadu moving in over the top, but Luan sticks around up on this high ground where the rest of the team is trying to disengage. Is able to pick up one. Great heals coming through from that back line. Oh, excuse me. Bonky and Waynon doing so much work to keep Luan alive through all that. All health bars are critical, but this defense looks like it's holding. Albeit barely, and with Waynon gone, they're going to at least probably have to fall back to the courtyard. So even though Power Clappers win the fight, I don't think they're going to be able to hold this high ground position without the honor. Nope. In fact, we are going to get the retreat. Oh, shit. Preds. Oh, I forgot Preds. That's a duplicate Bob out of Wargomadu. They're on that point. Alpha's still giving chase. Baxter with a little bit of peel. Hey. Oh, Wargomadu able to find Luan at 99% to Bob. Not ideal. And look from where they were positioned. Perhaps caught on that back right side. So a lot of that high ground damage off the table. You know, big threat that's typically keeping those supports at bay. Bob stopped at the front. That's kind of interesting. Like, the bomb just stopped. It didn't look like it knocked anybody up. Like, perhaps tried to knock up Cinex, but just kind of got booped. I don't know, interesting interaction, but it does save the backline. Could have been a whip shot as well. Perhaps just didn't see the whip shot because it was from back behind our sight lines. That's a bop thrown in from Luan. Where did that one go? Perhaps out towards the back of the objective? Baxter with the blade. Cinex trying to get back in mech, but disabled Skaber won't let him. Wargomadu receives a nano boost while Ayumi and Shoal are able to deal with the Dragon Blade. Rally still popped here out of Power Clappers late in this fight, and after the cap had already come through. So an important ultimate taken off the battlefield. Are we going to get a swap from it? Or was it just trying to make a hero play? It looked like it was just trying to make a hero play. Cinex can just make a change. One over to a Widowmaker. Meanwhile, we're going to do hiding out in the low tunnel with a duplicate. If they get in trouble, we're going to go ahead and move in on assassination. Nade has to use to heal themselves. Here comes the peel. The duplicate gets the purple. Doesn't, whoa, does get the kill. Alpha's the one to clean up the kill on to win on. So a concise attack set up with a beautiful stage there from Warglibadoo to stay underneath, able to use those cooldowns to get right in on the Ana. Now Cynics has no choice but to hop in with minimal sustain to try to hold this cart, and there's no such doing. It's a 3-minute plus time bank for Potofeu.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
I don't know if Warglibadoo is trolling or actually doesn't know that the rules have changed. I'm guessing trolling. What is Cynics doing back here? Cynics was like out on the outside, yeah. Just do a little roof surfing, you know, as you do. Power Clappers trying to keep... Oh, there it is.
Such nice.
Trying to keep their playoff tournament alive here. Off map 3, down 0-2, and facing a 3-minute time bank. Beautiful shot. I mean, could absolutely deliver at least the first half of this. Catching Warglibadoo sleeping up top. Great Bionade. Alpha is not going to escape that hallway. Stuck around a little longer than they probably should have. So a swift couple of picks here for Power Clappers. Just what they needed to keep the comms lively, the momentum going. She'll stubbornly stick around here, but does get smacked back to spawn there by Luan. Only 3 here for Potofeu. Alpha does come up to make the stall. Warglibadoo, where did you come in from? Warglibadoo comes in over the back. What a flank. Never saw it coming. Now Wayne is going to try to go deal with it. Just cannot. The stickies and the focusing beam are too much to deal with. Turn around to get Cynics. And, oh my goodness. Warglibadoo with 4 in that fight. An insane flank. What a play. Gotta always have a head on a swivel. There for that echo. You can see the mark there. Ooh, one of the Ash little sidestep from Shoal to avoid disaster. The duel continues on the ground with Warglibadoo still hiding up on this top side. So next, trying to make a move in, trying to push people back towards the rest of the team. Warglibadoo low. Trying to play off the roof. Can't quite get the kill. Warglibadoo gets healed up. Beautiful heals coming in from Yumi. Keeping Warglibadoo alive through that. We are going to get bonky with a low health rally popped in here. Miraculously, Alpha looked to be able to get back in mech. The kills come through for this defense. Nano Blade available. We want to make a swap off the Widowmaker goes to a Tracer. We're going into kind of a full aggressive dive setup here. So this could just be leave Wenon out to dry and see if he can get the kills in the meantime. Oh, with the sleep! Oh no! Ayumi just shut down the big Nano Blade attack. That was the primary engagement tool, the bank that Power Clappers were investing everything into, and it just fell out from underneath them. Stocks collapsing. Boomed. Baxter gets picked off. Alpha with a great fly through, comes back to the point. Trying to peel. You do have the Tracer of Luan still harassing in the back line. And the car dangerously close with 43 seconds remaining. With Alpha demeched. Could be an opportunity, but now Power Clappers are missing their take here. We'll try to get a stick just to take the Diva out of the fight. Can't find it. Now getting chased out. Disabled Skater will get the kill with the mace. 30 seconds to go, and Power Clappers have to regroup. Waiting with the Colosseo opening pick. Baxter stuck down low. Waiting needs to get the rest of this nano up. And they try to keep the rally alive. Can't do the ladder. See if they can get the nano. The Meteor Strike just in time to keep the overtime going, but just surrounded by red targets. Potofeu put a stop to it. We'll 3-0 here in the lower bracket round 2 and continue on here in Season 4. Some stats from map 3. I'm guessing Alpha. Alpha's their top damage. Actually, no, it was Shoal in that one. Of course it was Shoal in that one. Of course it was. There you have it, friends. A swift 3-0. A swift 3-0. Shoal 35. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I was saying, that was round 1 that we were looking at. That was round 1 we were looking at. It was still Shoal in the damage lead. I mean, that still made sense just for Dorado. Hey, you're on delay there, Bunky. Right? Oh. Damn it, players. We're on delay. We're on delay. I put the delay on at my detriment for your benefit, for competitive integrity, and you come in here and spoil the match. Shame on you. Shame on you. And here I was going to give Bunky player of the match. But, yeah, no, you kind of spoiled it there. Never mind that Shoal had 5-digit damage in all 3 maps and... You know, pretty much leading the DPS all the way across the board. I mean, I guess it's got to go to Shoal now. I mean, since Bunky did that, yeah, I guess player of the match has got to go to Shoal now. Nah, GG's all around. Congrats to Potofeu, as they will move on. Woo, sorry, frog in my throat. Let's take a look at our bracket. Let's kind of see where that leaves us. Potofeu will move on to face the winner of Vipera Pytel, which Pytel currently looking to be 2-0 up in that one. Quack and Kieran at 1 apiece, and Lucky Cat and Urion also at 1 apiece. Corvino, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Alva says, I love Winton. GG. Wait, why isn't that showing me any matches ongoing? Oh, because it's North America. Because I'm big dumb. See if we can get a little bit more up-to-date look. Okay, so Quack able to take map 3. Looks like Arion taking map 3 as well. Oh, wow, this one started super late. Oh, maybe his map started super late. All right, I will get scheduled done today. To get out, try to get it out before NA. Again, it's just gonna be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Is when all the matches are scheduled. We have expert to get through. I mean, pretty much gonna be exclusively expert for the next 2 weeks and leading up to the grand finals on April 18th. That should be next Friday. I will try to get that schedule out. I do have some voiceover work to do as well, so I don't know. I can't guarantee I'm gonna get it out, but I'm gonna try. Damn it, I'm gonna try. Coming up Thursday, as we continue through, I'm gonna get Thursday. We're getting Super Shy versus Good Guys on. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're getting Super Shy versus Good Guys on. The winner of this match will make it into Master Season. So because of the way this bracket is playing out, and because there's no relegation matches, top 4 make it in automatically. So Super Shy, your upper bracket quarterfinals right now, or excuse me, I guess your upper bracket semifinals are currently top 6 theoretically, right? You could. So these winners will fight each other, and then the winner of those matches will fight the loser of your upper bracket semifinals. And so you could theoretically, from upper bracket, lose this match and then lose this match, and you would be top 5th, 6th. But if you win this match, you're guaranteed top 3. The lowest you could get knocked down is to the lower bracket finals, meaning whoever wins their upper bracket finals matches are guaranteed a spot in Master Division for Season 5. So these matches actually do have a lot of weight behind them. And Super Shy Good Guys is, I mean, 2 of the best teams in the division, 2 of your favorite teams in the division. We've now seen, Good Guys are now able to play Wrecking Ball. Because they don't have Wrecking Ball just perma-banned against them now, so Good Guys have come fully unlocked. But Super Shy is the team to beat. So this should be a banger. This should be an absolute banger. This will be Wednesday's match. Friday's matches are going to be lower bracket quarterfinals, I believe, or Friday's matches. So I haven't, we have to wait and see how the bracket shapes up before I know who's playing. So your Friday matches will just end up as TBDs for this week. But that's all I've got for you for now, friends. See if we had any other results come through as we've been kind of doing our closeout here. Where are my matches? Where are my matches? Oh, we did. It looked like Pytel closed out. While we were talking there, Pytel got the 3 over Vipera. Heartbreaker for Vipera. They had a hell of a season. But congrats to Alternate Pytel, able to move on and keep rolling through with Groka and their fun compositions. Vilroy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Yep, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much. Congrats to Potofeu. Look forward to seeing them later through the bracket. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Lots of follows and friends hanging out today. I really appreciate it. That's amazing. Thank y'all so much for being here. Supporting the teams. I know there are a lot of Power Clappers fans in chat here. Sorry your team didn't pull it out today. But you made top 16. You were able to make it into playoffs for your first debut in Expert Division. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So keep heads held high. Stay hydrated. Be kind to each other. And I will see you back here later for some midday. All right, bye, friends.